welcome to the Polity this Thursday edition. My name is Dayo Omoogun, and we are broadcasting live from the Abuja studio of KAFTANTV. And as usual, we will be bringing you a dissection of about two trending topics. And the first one has to do with PMS, and I'm sure that that's something that resonates with everyone around town. And then also we will be talking about looking at what exactly is supposed to be the like a post-mortem or whatever you want to give to it after IBB said that MKO was actually the winner of the 1993 elections. So what follows? What next? Like what next for the winner? How should we? What kind of? What should we be according that winner now and all that? So, just to give you a peep into what we intend to talk about today. To do this with me, I have. Let me start with next to me, the one very next, right, the next. I mean, the immediate right to me, Ambassador Moses Kolawole Obisesan. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you.
Great to be here.
Right, and Segun Ojelade, veteran and veteran journalist and public affairs analyst. We do this together. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you too. Right, and so quickly we will be going into what Dangote did something yesterday, and it's in the news today. Or the company, we're talking about the company now, has slashed the price of PMS to a fairly, something a bit significant considering the circumstance, and taking out about I think 65 naira, out of what it used to be, from around 890 to 825. And so we intend to look at that and say what exactly is this a sign of the things to come? How did you receive the news?
Okay, thank you very much. I think it's a beautiful news. It's a good one. I tell you that from all angles that you want to look at it, politically, economically, socially, in all areas, it's a beautiful news for Nigerians to see the downward trend. We know that it's not going to be the end of it, as they perfect their acts, as they are able to really put things together. We saw this even when we were having during the days of the
1,000 plus, right?
Internet providers. When initially you buy a SIM for 30, and then right now, later you buy a Nokia phone. Is that
no?
Yes, so it's almost free right now. So,
yeah.
but yes, what we're saying is that as we, as the volume of engagement increases, as you have a whole lot of interplay right there, we should see the price go down. More significantly. Yes. So it's a beautiful one. More to come. Yeah.
All right. So you saw.
I think one of the reasons why people say that foreigners can't develop this country for us.
Correct.
Nigeria will be developed by Nigerians.
Right.
Look at what we're enjoying as a result of the fact that a Nigerian owns a refinery in Nigeria, refining Nigerian crude.
Correct.
Those are part of the benefits that you get to have when Nigerians are in charge in the productive sector of the economy.
Yeah.
There is something called the human face, the nationalistic instinct of a citizen. Now, one of the reasons given by Dangote, the company, the Dangote Refining and Petrochemical Company, is that they are doing it because of the coming Ramadan.
I was just going to go there.
Yes, and then to assist Mr. President, because they know that Nigerians are suffering. So they want to use this as a measure to alleviate the sufferings of. That is a citizen. having compassion on his fellow citizen. So it can only happen when a Nigerian is at the driving seat of production.
And I want to add to what you just said. This same trend happened during the time of the internet providers. Network providers.
Yes.
We had a foreign platform that says, per second billing is not possible. It's not possible. In the next 1 year you can't have it.
Yes.
But our local guy said, oh, you know what? I'm going to start this right away. And the guy started. You understand what I'm saying? And kudos, I really thumb up for Nigerians playing there's nobody who's going to lead your development.
Yes.
You got to start, you got to bear the cart, and then others will follow you. That's the way it is. And the moment the local internet provider started the per second billing, you had an avalanche of all others right immediately.
Yes.
Ditto for this, when you take fuel, to all kinds of places all over the world and bring it right here, they don't send. All that they look for in that one is what's the maximum profit I can make off this. But when you're refining in your own local place here, you are looking at the people and you're saying, what more can I do? How can I be more efficient? And even that's still my pain when I see how people burn diesel. We have abundant sunshine in this country, and you're telling me that for you to power your mast, you gotta use diesel and all of that. It's insane. I know that the sunshine in this country can power all masts. We don't even need any mast to be on any whatever, and that will significantly bring down the price on the people. But because most of the players have not really seen, they've not had just like, let me borrow your word, human face, and to see that it's my people that are involved. So kudos. Like you also
I hope I'm not getting carried away here, because
no, you should.
825 is still a whole lot of money for the average.
Remember where you're coming from. Don't forget the days of fresh scarcity. The choose. Don't forget.
I'm saying for the average Nigerian, 1 liter of fuel at 825 naira is still a whole lot.
You are not so bad for 860. You are not bad for 860. 860, 865.
It's 825 at the depot. So
I believe it is far better than where we are all coming from.
Yes.
This is this last December is the very first time that we never had fuel queues in the last 5 to 10 years.
Maybe second,
Go to the filling station now. Even with this price that you just called, some of the stations are empty, not because people cannot afford, but because there is availability of this commodity. People still have something in their tank.
Okay, let's take it from there. What kind of effect is this likely to have on other on IPMAN members? I mean, those who still have to import.
So let me just tell you something. First of all, let us appreciate.
I'm saying to you, let me take charge. I'm saying to you that while it is commendable,
Don't ask questions.
I'm saying that yes, this is commendable. There's no doubt about it. But there's still so much that is needed, that is expected of the same Dangote or whoever.
That is the question I said. We have this price, we appreciate it, we commend it, but I'm looking forward to more to come. Now, a lot more to come. But the point there is that if you don't highlight the fact that now we are taking off, others will feel that even if I do more, nobody's gonna see it. We are saying that we recognize the fact that there is a little drop in that pain. Look, yesterday I filled my Sienna 90-something thousand. I filled this other 160-something. In a week alone, using maybe about 200 to 300 bucks for just to fill for fuel on my vehicle. So I understand when there's a little drop like this, because I tell my staff, go to NNPC or go to where you're going to get it cheapest. To be able to buy. All I'm saying here is that if you see, and I put it side by side the telecom. I said,
we were buying SIM 30,000.
I bought my
but they did not move from 30 to 1,000 that they are doing right now one day. But they understood that it started by just saying 30 to maybe 27, 29, 25, like that. And today it is actually a lot down.
Yes.
So all I'm saying right now, you can buy a SIM for like 1,000 naira or thereabout. All I'm saying is that with better what's it called, with better contest, with better competitions and all of that, we are going to have better days ahead. That's what I'm saying. And you ask what exactly are the implications. For me, first of all, I'll start with the political implication. Let me tell you, nothing wrong in this country if we don't get it right politically. And what do I mean by political implication? For the first time, the APC feel like they breathe a sigh of relief that things that, I mean, some of their policies are becoming to take shape and take root. Because you see, if they keep throwing a whole lot of, you know, brain teaser and all that into certain situations in the country, and they are not seeing any result, sometimes they feel like failure. Sometimes they just feel like it's not working. So we are saying that this particular, look at even how they celebrate. They gave, if you check the paper yesterday, they gave the president
automatic ticket.
No, not even automatic ticket. Vote of confidence. Yes. They gave him vote of confidence. Yes, automatic ticket. I mean, they just verbalize and all that. All we're saying is that in our palace, you know, elsewhere abroad, maybe not like that, but in our palace, you first of all you get it right politically. Then it snowballs into economy, into the social life, into all kinds of areas. Therefore, then it was actually a good political score. Let me add the government of the day.
Yes, let me add to that. One of the major area of criticism of the Tinubu administration was on removing the oil subsidy. If the price of petrol had remained at over 1,000 that it was
up to now,
people will start saying, "Shebi, we told you, we told you." Look at the situation now; nothing has changed. Something has changed now. They were telling us that time that don't worry, as time goes on, things will start to level up.
Correct.
That's exactly what you are seeing now. You know, now about those that are still the marketers that are still importing fuel. It was because they were still making profit from it. From what has happened now, it has dawned on them that local refineries still have the capacity to bring the prices down far more than the cost of their imports, and that is going to cause another the price
shift.
Yes, to come down further. Because when there is competition, it is the consumers that do enjoy.
Correct. So what we're saying in essence is that a message is being sent to some of these importers, the importers, that the way to go now is not importation. It's no longer importation. It has to be local refining. Right?
Yes.
So that's one of the messages. It's not only to private refineries. Even government, the Port Harcourt refinery needs to sit up to ensure that they're actually running efficiently. What's it called? Warri and the Kaduna, all of these refineries, the government of the day also need to sit up and say, you know what, we must be efficient. It cannot be a drain pipe anymore. Nobody will allow any useless drain pipe, because they will look at it that if we put in X amount and what we get out of it is not conventional, and you want to put another, they say no, that's not the way to go. This place, because in the past,
indeed we will rein in ourselves.
Nigerians are smarter now because it's biting everybody. They're going to call out anyone who will say that we now want to do any turnaround, because they have already said, look, we have spent more than enough on these our 3 refineries. We want to see them give us some level of product and some level of deliverable. I
told you earlier that while I was coming to the office, there is a particular filling station that is a partner with Dangote. If you see what is happening at that filling station, it's like the days of when we had a fuel scarcity.
when there are long queues. It is because of the price. And go and look at the petrol stations of those Shylock.
Yes.
Including the NNPC that we say is the chief Shylock.
Yes.
The minimal number.
Oh, there are Shylocks and chief Shylocks.
Of course.
That designation is created by Segun.
Yes. They are Shylocks, and then we have a chief Shylock. Yes. The NNPC will keep bringing prices that are still below what Dangote will bring out for us. It is because of their cost of production.
Yes, the piling.
Yes,
they do a layer of piling and piling.
Yes,
and all kinds of stuff.
And I think if it were NNPC that is in the shoes of Dangote, we are not likely to get this.
No.
Because
they would use the what do you call this when you have the entire authority with you,
monopoly. The NNPC was always telling us that we can't have it lower than what we are getting until Dangote begins to lower the prices. Yes. Now I think they should automate. Boost the automation of their refining. You can't be refining at such a huge cost with a more obsolete facility, and then you say you want to have an efficient pricing of your product. Of course, if care is not taken, some of the modular refineries, small ones that we send them out of markets.
So this is some warning sort of to those who want to play in that industry.
Correct.
That you need to really get your acts together.
Yep.
And know exactly what you're doing.
It's called price war.
Yes.
It's price war. And price war, the people benefit.
Right now it's like Dangote is undercutting them, and they really need to see
to the benefit.
But what will happen, what this will engender, is a kind of a rat race, if you like, where very soon some other persons get into the system. That's the price war thing, and then says, okay, let's see how we can bring this to 780.
Correct.
And then Dangote will have to scramble and meet up, or maybe do something less, which in the final analysis is beneficial to the people. Correct.
One of the arguments,
and like you said, that would really be a form of a thumbs up for the policy of removal of subsidy of the Tinubu administration.
One of the arguments given to us by those Shylocks in the electricity industry in those days is that because in Nigeria cost of electricity was the cheapest in the world. Don't let us even say in Africa, I say in the world. We were paying less. Now that we now have band A, band B, band C, and then if you buy a 1,000 naira if you are in band A and you buy 1,000 naira credit on your meter, it goes within hours. Not to even talk of this. So the Nigerian electricity industry is ripe for the kind of deregulation done in the petroleum sector.
Correct. But it's not what we did. I mean, okay, well, that's not what we did.
The investors, they told us that investors were not coming in. We're not investing in power generation in Nigeria. But now that we seem to be paying commercial price for electricity now, more players will come into the electricity industry as we now have more refineries refining our crude. Even though some of them are still importing crude, unfortunately.
Now, let's look at what exactly is the secret formula, what that has been put in place that has made this possible. What is Dangote doing differently that has made
Number one, the first thing is economy of scale. The economy of scale.
What's the economy of scale has always been there?
Never. Not at this level. Never at this level. Now, Dangote has massive refinery.
Yes.
The biggest, one of the biggest in the
world.
You understand?
It's automated.
Correct. And so right now, modern technology, everything efficient to the TT, so that there's no wastages and all of that. Now, this is the first time we are having such. I knew that this size of that was why the guy said, look, if you guys don't want me to play, come and take it. It would have been like it would have been a disaster. if they had used politics to force him out. At some point, the political intrigue wanted to force him out.
Yes.
Because what they were doing is that we will not give him crude so that it doesn't reduce the price, so that our own refinery can still be put in and all kinds of funny, dirty politics were going on. But until Mr. President actually came in and said, you know what, let's allow this baby to live.
I think we should
do not suffocate this baby. You understand? Against all odds. Yeah, we know that quite a number of our agreements have been signed before Dangote came on stream, and quite a number of alignments and all kinds of stuff that they needed a very careful balancing to be able to really even out and all that, so that you don't discourage the small players and all that. But the first thing that actually went in our favor at this point is the economy of scale. Number two, it is also that there is competition.
Yes.
If it has been only Dangote, that there is no worry if our refinery, modular refineries and all that. If they were not there, even those who are even importing, all of these put pressure on themselves. To know that, at some point, Dangote said, I have massive refined product stored up in my tanks without being able to sell. You understand? So he realized that, okay, you know what? In fact, at some point, he said the cost of storage is much more than the cost that I will reduce the price for. So the guy looked at it and he just gave himself brain. I said, you know what? I got to ensure that, look, rather than them to push me out of market, I would rather force a lot of people out of the stock. And that's what he's doing. You look at it and see, I can still break even here. He brings it down. After some time, it's even up and you look, I can still do something here. And that gives him the size, the strength of size. So size and competition, because if it had been only him, I tell you that Nigerians would have actually...
Basically, every businessman is in business for profit's sake.
Yeah, not even just because of him. There are some very power play that will go behind and just say, look, you cannot bring down this price. Keep it there because of certain things. Can't you say when our prices wasn't when the sector was not deregulated, we were feeding with our what's it called when they did not remove the subsidies, we were feeding the old neighboring countries. So you don't sell of the truck, just moving from depot straight to our borders. Yes. So right now, go and see them, all of them are packed. They don't have job anymore. If the price is even, by the time you look at the price of freight, what you used to take them down there, it doesn't make any sense anymore. So you don't sell here.
All of them are now forced. If they need the Nigerian oil, petrol, they will now have to buy from the refiners, and I think that is good. I have 2 points to make. Because of the state-of-the-art refinery that Dangote has, it will be very, very difficult for any refinery abroad to refine crude cheaper than what Dangote is doing locally.
Correct.
So by the time you go there and you want to bring it into the country, of course you'll be incurring some costs that will still make it very sensible to buy from Dangote.
Locally.
And again, it is because Dangote is patriotic. So the oil.
That is his own point.
I think it is because Dangote is patriotic.
Okay.
The oil industry in this country today is full of sharks, hawks, and dangerous reptiles.
And don't forget Shylocks.
In fact, there are cabals there who are ready to connive to shortchange the consumers and even government. I think they have not been able to access Dangote on this his refinery.
Because I was just going to say, indeed, in the midst of this coven of demons.
Yes.
So Dangote appears to be the only.
Yes. If they are able to reach him, then there will be due connivance, as we have been having in various sectors of our economy, and then the consumer will be shortchanged. If Dangote should agree with them, you know, Dangote can still defend any price that it brings out.
Yes, I know. But one thing you must also know is that economy of scale cannot allow Dangote to play with the small boys. You have a tiny refinery, you have a tiny thing you're importing, you have a tiny, it's got a massive refinery and it's got a big market to play around, I mean to service. Both Nigeria and outside, I mean, and around our the shores of Africa and all that. Okay. Look, he has enough on his hand. You can't produce 1 million goods and compare with somebody who is doing 100,000 or 10,000 or 1,000. So we just tell you guys can be playing in the fringes. But look at this my size. I got to look at a price that makes me to push it into big economies and all of that. So when you say whether they've not accessed him, it's not whether they have not spoken with him or they have not approached him, but he's saying that look, this is the rate at which you can run to make it efficient for this big industry to move.
That's about the same. The only problem is that he started with the point of patriotism. I do not think it's really patriotism. I think
yes. I'm not defending whether it's patriotic or not. I don't know about that. I've not checked. No, I have been, and I also don't want to say whether it's not patriotic. That's not what I'm saying. I'm only saying that in this case, it is business sense that is actually that is exerting what you're seeing. He's looking at it because he has cried out before. I'm not getting crude. Yes, they gave him crude. Guys, I know where to supply. I'm storing and I'm wasting money. Right now, he now looked at it and said, look, he must have economic sense. Yes, sense.
If you were talking just patriotism, then you would have remained
let me take my argument further.
Because when something is not, if any production is not sustainable, it dies. You cannot say because if you want to be protected. No, I'm saying I'm defending business people in Nigeria because I don't know if it was where you are going.
I meant if it was not for business sense, if it was just patriotism, then you probably would just stay with the rest of the people.
No, let me take my argument further. Let me take it further.
Yeah.
I buy what you have said.
Yeah.
But I still stick to my point.
Of patriotism?
Of patriotism.
All right, let's do
yes. Let me tell you, I don't think Dangote has a problem selling his product. Okay. No, I don't think so. I don't think selling PMS in this world of today. Wait.
Let me quickly also help you. Yeah, because of time also. You just told us that in a particular fuel station on your way here, you noticed that it's like a carnival in that particular fuel station. Yeah. Whereas in the other competing fuel stations, they are desolate grounds. Yeah. Now, do you think this would have been possible if, like you said, he doesn't have a challenge of selling and he had remained at his old former price?
That is what I'm telling you. The reason why Dangote is selling is not because he has a problem selling his product. It is not. See, crude is like bread today across the universe. There are nations that are still ready to buy his crude at whatever price he calls it. They are ready to buy it. It may not be at whatever price he wants to sell. At a competitive price. No, as a competitive price. But what I'm saying is that he still has market for his product. Maybe selling it, maybe selling it to local market will be easier to dispense. But I'm saying that the reason why he has lowered this price to this level for us in Nigeria is not because he has a problem that he has a problem selling his product. There are so many reasons. Just like he said, he has to show other competitors that he has that his refinery has capacity. That's number one. He is trying to take over.
Yes. He has the resources.
It is refinery on ground. Number two is that he has to show the president, the federal government that has been this government that has been so magnanimous to him, because when the hawks and the sharks in the industry were giving him problem, government came out for him. So he has to do something to ensure that the government, he stated it in his press release, that the government policy is actually working and is supporting them. So it is not because he has problem selling his school.
All right. We will and take a break. And after the break, we will be going to a different topic. But in the meantime, we will invite you to please make your calls, even based on this one, and as well the other one as we flow into it. So please, if you have any arguments for, against, patriotism, Shylocks, whatever, Chief Shylocks, and Obisesan also had all kinds of theories, if you were listening well. So if you have counter theories, if you have counter positions, let's have it. Or if you think that they are done justice, you can have a supportive, you can send us you can call in to let us have your support. Whichever way it goes, we'll really treasure your call. And so after this break, 08028839285 will be on. You will see it on the screen. Just get ready so that we can do this together.
While wrapping up the day, unwind with the reminiscence of the day's news from home and abroad with KAFTANTV 7 p.m. news.
Good to have you join us on KAFTAN News at 7.
Nigerians are living in up to 5%. Are young people broadcast the Harmony Symphony.
It's good to have you join us on KAFTANTV News at 7.
What we found is that the general not actually sufficient.
National, foreign news headlines. Get balanced, accurate facts on the latest news in business, politics, entertainment, sports, and more. Live from our studios.
Many thanks for watching and join us again at 9
KAFTAN TV News.
We say on KAFTAN TV, imagine a beautiful world. We're not just bragging, we know our onions in the world of broadcasting. One of our outlets to express ourselves to the world is our flagship program, Matters Arising. Join veteran broadcaster Ruben Ukala and our crack team live.
And they give us a high price and we just say, Nigeria, we ready?
As I said earlier, the lyrics is up, talking about the old new national.
On KAFTAN TV, Startimes channel 480 and 124, as well as NIGCOMSAT frequency 12518, symbol rate 29500.
Monday to Friday
at 8 p.m. live. You can join the conversation by calling this phone number 0802-993-8365. It's dramatic and insightful. Don't miss it. Please join us.
In the beginning, God created a beautiful world.
3, 2, 1. Action.
And that's why At KAFTAN Television,
we imagine a beautiful world.
We are not just bragging.
We blaze the trail in broadcasting. And it is about you.
At KAFTANTV, broadcasting is not just about information, education, and entertainment.
It's an aggregation of all you need to know in Nigeria
And around the world to create signal.
At KAFTAN Television, we have all it takes to be on top in broadcasting.
Our mission is simple: to project Africa in a truthful yet positive manner.
Wait, we're coming to you in style.
Here we are, starting from September.
Look at what the facts are.
And as you say on KAFTAN TV, imagine a beautiful world.
Welcome back once again. It's still your program, The Polity, and my name is Dayo, Omoogun, and I welcome you with all of my heart because it's you that makes KAFTAN TV tick, and we give you all the kudos. And now quickly, we will be going to the next topic, but I see that you guys have been following and you're making calls, and so we want to quickly take this call and see what it's got. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, KAFTAN crew.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Yusuf Isa Umaru. I am calling from Pangshin, local government of Plateau State.
I hope Pangshin is shining.
Yeah, Pangshin, you know, it's on the hill, it's on the plateau, and the weather is very cool, it's breezy, and very cool. That's why Plateau is a destination.
Correct. Oh, it's a destination. Yeah, that's a good advert. I hope your governor is watching and he would need to pay.
It's very hot.
Great.
Yeah. So we say it's a cool place to be. Thank you so much for the topic.
Thank you.
And the way you approach it with so much intellect and insight.
Thank you.
So, yeah, well, it has been a very, very good program, and KAFTAN TV now is, I think, if anybody that wants to know the clear analysis, I think it's a very unbiased, very objective analysis.
Thank you for telling them.
I just want to add to what you have said because I think you have already digested the issue.
Right.
And I would like to side along with you, and I think what Dangote is doing is a business, is a wise businessman to bring the price down and to ensure that other producers, it's either you bring it down
or you get out of the market.
Even if he brings it down and he doesn't make profit, he can afford to make losses. That's a big, that's how
yes.
You bring your prices down, you can take almost 1 year you're running at no profit, even loss self.
Oops! Oh no! Please do call us back. I was really enjoying that.
Right.
Yeah, and so
that's the way it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's saying he's agreeing with us.
Correct.
That he could even absorb loss for the next 1 year.
Correct.
As a strategy to push out some other competitors or to outplay them.
Yeah.
And so quickly we're going to the second topic for the day, and it has to do with the IBB Memoir that was launched about a week ago now. I think a week and a day now.
Yes, Thursday.
A week. Yeah. So, and you would find out that one of the major takeaways from that day was the fact that he declared that MKO Abiola won the June 12, 1993 elections. I mean, that has been a bit contentious over time and controversial, but now the controversy is laid to rest, and we have a clear picture because that was the man at the seat, at the helm of affairs when it happened. And we're talking about a military regime. If it was maybe some political setting, you probably could still play around, but I mean, it was a military setting, and he had the buck stops at his desk. And so, having said that MKO Abiola won, the question would be, naturally, so what follows? So if he won and he was supposed to have been president from from whatever time he was sworn in 1993, 4 years at least 4 years after, even if he, let's say he did not win a second tenure, but at least he would have had 1993 to 1997. So what exactly are supposed to be his entitlements, his perquisites, and whatsoever? What should the nation be doing in that direction right now? I think I want to start with you.
Okay, thank you very much. I think the first thing is also another big goal scored by this administration. I will keep telling you that we must analyze Nigeria first of all from the political angle. If you miss it, you will not know why some other things should be, because Nigeria is heavily politicized when it comes to so many things. Now, APC feel that was even the president was. If APC feels like they are feeling like a G that look during their own time the issue of the unresolved issue of June 12th was totally resolved. It was laid to rest. Yeah. Yes, some few persons have come out to, what follows, it's okay. The issue of what follows will continue. Because even if you previous administration, you want to take it out, yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
You're welcome to the show.
Good day. You are speaking with Buhari from Niger State.
All right. Go ahead now.
I want to start by commending KAFTANTV for their wonderful job.
Thank you.
And, aside from that, talking about the Dangote slashing the price of the PMS, I want to agree with my brother there that Dangote is a real patriotic citizen. If not, a business operator is always aiming at maximizing profit. So for him to come up with this, I think it needs to be applauded for the wonderful job. But I still want to urge him again to extend same to other consumable products that we have in this country, so that a common man in the village will realize or notice what he's doing.
Especially cement.
And have some spaghetti at the lesser price, you will know that real John Dangote is doing a wonderful job. That is what I want to say.
Thank you very much, Buhari of Niger. When I first heard Buhari, I thought it was the one of Katsina. Well, okay, so Buhari of Niger State is saying, dear Dangote, we applaud you, but please can you extend this same gesture to cover your other products, like sugar, the cement, salt, spaghetti, salt, and all that. So, Dangote, I hope you're watching. Now, so let's go now.
So for me, the first thing I know that the current president Tinubu feels like, look, I've been able to unravel the mystery around June 12th. That's number one. Number two, also if you see, he said renewed hope. He wrote on what he called renewed hope. And the Hope 93 was actually what Abiola canvassed. It was also Hope 93. Yeah. So it was actually 30 years exactly after the Hope 93 was dashed that the renewed Hope agenda of Tinubu actually kicked on, which was actually renewed Hope 2023. So 30 years after. So the issue for me really is that politically Tinubu will be feeling like all is good, because all of these are they are serious calculations. They are not by strong. No, it's not by just mistake. It's not coincidence. They would have actually been planned out to say, look, this man come out to lay this thing to rest before you are no longer available and all of that. And he proved it. Babangida, for a long time has been reserved from the public scene. This is actually the first time I'm seeing in many years to come to Abuja to come and do things like this. So I know that it was also to push the fact that I'm in support of the current administration. You understand? Whatever he's doing and all of that.
He stated it.
Yeah. So having said that, now I also want to commend the fact that some previous administration, especially the immediate past, has tried to do something in that direction. And that is why you saw that even the Democracy Day has been moved to June 12th. You understand? Rather than when it was May 29th, when they, when they initially it was May the 29th, but Buhari actually did that, and that's commendable for him, even when he's no longer in power, because he must give, each person what they, whatever. So he did that, and that was fantastic, because even I was even thinking that I wasn't going to do it. You know, that waiting the movie. Somebody did not do it. But he did it. You understand? Because he said somebody did not do it. You know, so he did that. And beyond that, he even tried to name some major monuments after him. You know, I know the Unilag issue, but it's just because maybe it wasn't properly, they did not properly carry along
I think we should just avoid not carry along, because we have had such a thing even now, and the same process is being followed. The same process that Jonathan followed at the time. For example, University of Abuja is being changed to Yakubu Gowon. That pronouncement was made while consultations, or ratification is still ongoing at the National Assembly. That was what. So
what do you think?
I don't know.
See that what should follow. I'm saying, I'm first of all capturing it from what has been done for MK Abiola to now know other things that can be done. The what's it called, our national stadium. No, I named after him.
When you said that you do not know that maybe it was not properly.
No. I'm saying more could be done. Look, if you look at this tax, I'm coming. Look at this tax.
I'm sure
the tax bill. He sent the tax bill, and the entire northern governor say no. They said withdraw it. No, I'm not going to withdraw it. I know that I mean well, and I know that the content there is well done. Now, but we're going to allow a very robust deliberation, a very beautiful public hearing and all that. And that has, give it to the speaker. He allowed everybody to speak, you know, about it. So the point I'm trying to say is that, learning from that, maybe more robust, because Unilag, people take pride in that name.
People take pride. As of now, I had a speaker here in this house who was vehemently opposed to the change of and to Yakubu. If you ask me, because I also passed through that place, I would rather have the University of Abuja retained, but that's not.
No, you know something that you must get. Do you have a call? The point. Oh, sorry. Whenever you have a call, let's take it. Now, something you must get is that naturally we are opposed to change.
There are sentiments attached.
There are sentiments for whatever name that you have been used to. And so you need some time. Let's take this call.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
You're welcome to the Polity.
Yes, my name is Tijani. I'm calling from Lagos.
Oh, go ahead, Tijani.
Yes, I think what I have to say about the IBB Memoir, I think he's trying to clear his conscience, because I was a young man, and I was when Mr. Abiola won the elections. I think they are the best election in the history of Nigerian electoral system, because the whole people in the country voted for him, and Babangida and his military cohorts overturned that elections, and that is the beginning of Nigeria's problem. So his name is already planted in infamy. Whatever he does, you cannot come and tell us now that Abiola won the election. If you know he won the election, why didn't you give him as again? I don't buy that. What he did was wrong, and he has put us in a big problem. Abiola carried the whole country. I was a young man as of that time. I think Abiola won Kano State, he won most of the northern states. He carried the whole country. There was no issue of tribalism, no issue of religion, and the electoral process was very, very open and transparent. And then this man, you just played people like Maradona, and now you're coming to tell us that Abiola won the elections. That mark of infamy is going to remain on him for as long as even after he's dead. You know, you cannot cheat the system and come and be saying that Abiola won. And I want to align with the view that you people are saying there, that it's political, it's purely political. It's not true. Even the Buhari is political. Tinubu, I believe that time he was part of NIGCOMSAT. And NIGCOMSAT, I think they fought, he was even part of the Abiola crew. Then I think NIGCOMSAT came up after 2012, I don't know.
Yes, definitely.
When they are struggling for the actualization of 2012.
Of 2012,
and about it came the mess of the whole country. Obisesan, everything was, people lost hope and all these agitations started springing up all over the country.
Yes, Tijani, thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you very much. Yes,
You know, so for basically, Sha, all I'm just trying to say is that one after the other, I know even my institution was just ticked a little bit, and a lot of people shouted, even some of us complained, why are you changing that? Usually we are averse to change like that. We are emotionally connected to wherever we are coming from, and that's understandable. But if your engagement is a little more robust, which you see the tax bill now, they allow time for it. It will you will now be appealing to the sensibilities of people, because some people will not even read what you have brought. What kind of tax bill is that? Is that what we need right now? But they are not reading it to know that this will help whatever they are doing. Same thing. Anything you want to bring in, know that people, there's going to be some push and pull. But if with robust engagement of the people, you tend to get more people on your side. And once you just get the larger number of persons, then you are good to go. Yeah, that's
all right. So
okay. Somebody, the man that called back, told us the feeling of most Nigerians now, that the man that wrote a memoir and says Abiola won the election is telling us the obvious, what we already know. But it was a landmark that he that threw spanner in the works of Nigeria is coming out to say that he made a mistake. He lied to every one of us. Even though the man did not give an apology that we expect him to give, the way we expected him to give it, but that he, the main progenitor of the truncation of June 12, has come out now to say that actually the man won the election.
Let's take a brief detour. Let's take a brief detour from the okay, you want to?
Yes,
please go ahead.
No, so now that he has said it. And the Tinubu administration is, even though it is not stated, but we all know that renewed hope is kind of
continuation,
coined from Hope 93. Tinubu was part of Hope 93. They are the people that campaigned for Hope 93. They are the ones that now agitated for restoration of that hope when the hope was dashed. So he is now in power now. People are now expecting him to build on what
the hope that was
dashed. To build on what Buhari did, for instance. Buhari started the whole thing of revamping the hope by naming the National Stadium after Abiola, and then by giving him a national award. So people are now saying that Tinubu should pronounce Abiola a past president. Pronounce him as one of the past presidents of this nation. And then put his photograph where we have the photograph of past presidents of this country at the Aso Rock Presidential Villa. And then all our benefits that should have accrued to him should be accorded his family. That's what everybody is saying. So we are now analyzing that. Does Abiola deserve that? Is that the next level that we are all expecting? I think yes.
All right. So if you say yes. Now, first of all, one of the voices that has one of the personalities who has lent his voice to this very stand is Senator Kalu. He clearly said that the president should go ahead and name him exactly the words you used. It should be properly recognized as a former president of Nigeria, and then whatever entitlements, whatsoever honor should be accorded him. And one of the most basic is the point of his picture being hung around and I think I agree with you, even though I'm the moderator, but I agree with you that I think that is something that the government should do, and do quickly. I mean, there's no need to sleep on that. Now, beyond that, what else should we be looking at? Still, Segun.
Now, I think whatever Mr. President wants to do now, he can do it. I think Tinubu, with all that he has done, with all his government is representing in Nigeria today, has the capacity to take bold moves, as we have seen him do in various sectors of the economy. So if he wants to do this is the right time. I think he should hit the
ground running.
Now that the iron is still very hot. Yes. I know Tinubu to be a very bold person, very courageous, and he still believes very much that there was an injustice done to Abiola, and there are so many people that injustices were done to.
Exactly.
So we should start on the path of remediation and reconciliation, if I can use the word remediation like that. We have to be able to reach those that have been hurt as a result of this June 12. Remember that June 12 actually put a spanner in the works of this nation.
Surely.
If June 12 had stood, Nigeria's unity will have been greater than where we are today. Because for the first time, everybody queued behind somebody that was not their own.
True. So that's the first time.
Yes, that's the first time we ever So for somebody to have, or a group of people, or do you even say somebody, to have truncated that because somebody had the authority.
Yes.
But you are not thinking about yourself. That would have been killed.
But it's so.
Don't let us go there. But I believe that that's not a tenable argument for somebody that has seen it all. You've seen a civil war, you've seen coups.
Sometimes when you signed up as a soldier, it was one of the. I mean, you could die for your country.
Yes.
That's the whole essence. Let's not go there. No, but as much as possible, why still talking about the follow-ups? Some people have suggested that we should quit sentiments, and that it's just a detour, and that's not the main thing. That this kind of person, it should not end in him just making that confession and then he goes home with a pat on the back. That why don't we go the whole hog and do a prosecution, even if it's for the record. Even if what I mean by for the record, even if he will not serve any sentence as such, but to just say that this injustice was done and it's
let me say something. Even if you say you go for prosecution, you first of all need to ask, what do you want to achieve by anything you're doing?
What you want to achieve, because I have listened to a number of persons, what you want to achieve is to
put the record straight.
Not just put the record straight, to also tell people that there will be consequences. One of the greatest failures of our system in Nigeria is the lack of consequences. I'm sure we agreed on that.
Yes.
Now, so if we continue to lay that kind of precedent, where it will take us is a dangerous place. Let's take this one.
Okay.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to the show.
It's analyst from Politicstoday.
Go on, please.
Hello?
Go on, please. Let's have your take.
I just want to commend you people for the discussion.
Thank you.
And my suggestion was that if Babangida can commit this kind of a crime and go scot-free, at least we're supposed to leave Kano. Because with the level of the crime, it's like it's only more higher than Kano. We're supposed to leave these guys. People, they are shooting those people. We just have to tell ourselves the truth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex. Wow.
Okay, he's riding on your trajectory to say that if Babangida goes,
it's a public trajectory.
but I don't know, because you may think it may be something that some section of the public are thinking. It may not be everybody. It may not be like somebody like me. No, why? You see, the power of forgiveness. You see, when what's it called? When Mandela was released, he said, "If I do not forgive those who have done this to me, I will still keep being in chains."
Yes.
Even after leaving the prison for 27 years. Yes. For me, he has come, is closer to his grave than ever right now, in terms of how many years he has spent on earth. That's IBB now. Yeah. And he has come and he said, you know what, I got to say this before I leave. Whether I'm going to die today, whether it's going to be 50 years, on whatever it is, but I want to say this. If you're still saying that prosecute him, okay, whether the court finds him guilty and then slam 10 years, whatever, but they said, look, let him just go, don't worry about it. I don't think, I would rather want to lean to the other side to say that we're forgiving you, but we really hope that this never happened, and just find a way to, like a plea bargain, something like that. But if you're saying prosecute and whatever, you don't know, then you are not encouraging.
Arrive at the plea bargain.
You're not encouraging everybody to actually come forward to say the truth.
No, the truth. Let me quickly come in here. What we're doing, because you see, the onus was even on the nation to take the matter to him. We didn't have to wait for his confession. No, we didn't have to wait for his confession. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're welcome to the Polity.
Yeah, I'm interested in this discussion.
Go ahead, please.
I'm Simon Abraham from Mina, Niger State.
Yes, please.
So what I'm thinking now is, what Babangida has done is like a witch who has confessed that he has been the one bewitching people.
Yeah.
Now, if we are saying that the Yoruba or Abiola should be compensated, in the future, if someone else, if one of the party leaders also will now come to confess that the election that he won was rigged, he rigged the election, how do we retrace his benefit? That's one question that has been coming across my mind.
Good
how
one.
do we retrace his benefit? So it's unfortunate that all of this has happened. I wish would have just laid this issue to rest, or rather than bringing it at this critical time, because it's like we are taking ourselves back. I think we should just allow this to be laid to rest. That's my feeling. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much.
You know, we have canvassed such a stance.
You can go off the line. Just watch off the line. Yeah.
We've canvassed such a stance before that maybe we should just leave the man to his conscience.
God.
If a man as it is.
Another one. Please, second, please. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome to the Polity.
Good afternoon, Dayo.
You're welcome.
I'm Awusko from Kaduna.
Oh, Awusko. You know, I'm excited with your name all the time. Yeah, go on.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes.
You guys are doing a nice job, you know.
Thank you very much.
So it is very honorable to posthumously name Abiola as the president because he won that election rightly. So he should be posthumously presented the presidency. Just as you guys have said, all the remuneration and all the money that he deserves be paid to his family. And all these businesses that they are destroyed, equally compensated because the military did hard on that Abiola. He killed most of his businesses, especially Abacha. So his businesses should be compensated. His remunerations should be also be reinstated. And also, just as you said, there should be consequences for such action. Leaders take negative action and say it is a national interest. Where is the demarcation between national interest and government interest?
Personal
If I
interest.
set a bad precedent, when they say national interest, what is national interest? It should be their own personal interest, which is not national interest. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Awusko.
Now, let me add to what he has said. I think everything that he has canvassed there, as we have said here, should be given to Abiola posthumously. Yeah. But I think we should allow the old man to just go. What the government, present-day leaders must do is to ensure that nobody is ever able to do that kind of thing again in Nigeria.
How do we achieve this?
Well, it's for the leaders to think out. Number one is that they must not allow anybody to come to power through the barrel of a gun again.
Yeah.
Do everything to ensure that we do not have coups again. The way some of them are going now, I'm sorry if care is not taken. So political leaders must ensure that the polity is sanitized and they are focused on ensuring that they deliver on the promises they made to the people, to the extent that nobody will be enticing the military to come back.
All right.
So we must ensure that we obliterate military coup in this country.
All right. Okay. Hello. Gone. Now, see, while we agree, I'm sure that most Nigerians agree with what you have said, I also believe that a lot of Nigerians think and are concerned that we never ever have consequences for anything. And if we indeed we need to obliterate that kind of attitude, one of the surefire ways is to ensure that people face consequences. Because consequences are meant to ensure that wrong is not repeated, wrong is not promoted. Hello. Hello. You're welcome to the show. Yeah. Your name is Ismail. Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah. What happened concerning the IBB? So let's bygone to bygone.
Okay.
So the man is there, already going to this thing. So the person that is supposed to be in the position of being improved is Salam, neither than Obisesan. So since both of them have failed to do that, so let's just leave the man alone and focus on the system. Bye.
Bye-bye, thank you very much for calling. That's the very point that I was trying to make. Yeah, thank you. That was the very point I was making, that we didn't even need to wait for a confession. By the way, in this same country, I think it was under the Obasanjo regime, we had a truth commission, truth and reconciliation or truth commission that was headed by Oputa.
Yeah,
Justice Oputa. Yet, this matter didn't come up. One would have thought that was one.
He was invited, he didn't go.
He didn't go. So now, what we have seen, because you see, we must put everything in proper perspective. A situation where somebody says he's making a confession and still hangs a whole lot of the premises on which decisions were made on dead people who cannot defend themselves is questionable and leaves a whole lot to be desired. That point must be made and etched on our hearts.
Yeah.
Because you see, with what we have right now, we have not reinforced the system to prevent a recurrence. What we have done, indeed, on the day that we should be mourning a calamitous decision that was taken many years ago, that was the same day the person who was involved was being celebrated with a national project, and loads of naira was being invested in such a project. It sends a terribly
let me ask you,
youngsters.
Will you ever want that kind of celebration for you? That kind of celebration that you see was done to him. What is the celebration? His own people is a select few. They may be powerful, they may be rich. Let him go outside now and see outside in the public. Can he win anything, even in his own area? I think the man is already. He knows that time is up. That was why he came out to say all those things that he has said. It's too late in the day, and I don't think we should dissipate energy.
Yeah, let's not
dissipate energy on that. Let's keep saying,
just move forward.
Let's leave him to his conscience.
Let's move forward. But a whole lot of issues that will still keep coming up from time to time on this same matter. Now, quickly. So we were talking about some of the things, and there's something you mentioned that I think we should not lose sight of. When you talked about there were several other persons who were affected very negatively.
Yes, very negatively.
So the point I believe that you are hinting at is that a comprehensive thing should be done to include some of those.
There are actually raised that a lot of them were brutalized.
After when he was killed,
quite a number of persons,
Alexibu was hit in the eye.
Quite a lot. Yeah,
we have heroes and victims of June 12th.
Of June 12th. You're welcome to the Polity.
Hello, good afternoon.
You are welcome.
I'm Remo from Jos.
Let's hear you.
At least we should forget how many of these past leaders can come out and say their past.
Correct.
Yes, IBB have done that, and the biggest question, what have we learned? Let's correct all our mistakes and forge forward.
All right.
The problem is us, we like complaining, but at the end of the day, we don't want to look for a solution to our problem. Where he's wrong, let's forgive him. Where he's right, let's take the part and move on. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
If you ask me what can be done to all those, the victims of June 12th, for instance, I think Mr. President should compile the names of all of them and give their families a presidential apology.
First of all.
Yes. Let them be given presidential apologies, and then let them be given posthumous national awards. Let us have a reconciliation, just like the kind that President Buhari almost had. When he brought when Abdullah was given a national award.
Okay.
Let's invite all of them. Let's try to retrace our steps. There are people that were shot. People that are 100, even Mr. President Abiola. Yes, even Mr. President himself.
Hello. Hello.
This is analyst again from Kogi State.
Wow, you have a magic wand. Go on.
Yes, sir. About the reconciliation and go, and to learn from the past mistakes. You still need to look at. You see, I'm still talking about committee. What happened to Ghana? What's the problem?
Is that it? Alex, okay, that's it. So he's just emphasizing the need to also put that side by side with the case of Kanu.
That case is in court. I think the court should do that. Yes.
There's very little people can do since the case is already in court.
Right.
And also I'm thinking that Kanu is not. He doesn't really want to leave the prison.
Why do you say that?
Yeah.
Hello. Don't forget the case is in court.
Okay. Maybe I should leave the matter.
You're welcome to the Polity. Yeah, you're welcome. What's your name?
My name is Joe from Makurdi.
From Makurdi. Go on, please.
The thing we forget about the violence in question, the IBB is supposed not to they are supposed not to make up that issue because in Nigeria,
let him speak up.
Can
you increase the volume of your voice?
Forget about it. He was supposed to forget about bringing those things to the memory of Nigeria.
Okay.
Because in that room, the way they were talking, they were not smiling themselves. And you expect the people that lost their family.
Oh no. Well, we still have a few more minutes before the show is over. If you can still call in Joe from Makurdi so you can complete your the expression of your thoughts. Yes. So I'm saying, so you have talked about a public apology to those families.
Yes.
You have talked about
national
awards.
Yes.
Beyond that,
compensation to those who have been brutalized, who were killed, who were maimed,
whose lives were lost, who lost property, and all that.
Who lost businesses and all that. Not just Abiola family, but a whole lot of them, that were affected and all that. And for me, the biggest one, the biggest goal was the fact that a major day like Democracy Day was named after him. I think that's a good one, that has been done. I think again this current president, like my colleague said, he could give the Unilag issues a shot again and tell them, look, this man has done a lot to keep this, for where we are as a country, and naming Unilag after him is a good one. He's not bringing down your institution, even though emotionally quite a number of you are attached to Unilag. But look, this guy is a big name.
With Maulag,
I understand. But when you initially start, but when you see the strength behind the name, it is the strength behind the name that really counts. And so it's for them to first of all get them to understand what is the meaning of this name. There are some names sound funny, but when they say Afikuyemi, what does that? When they now say no, this person, this is the this is what the name. Wow, I love that name. Even if you are not a Yoruba person, because they've explained the name to you now. So I'm thinking that a lot more engagement needs to be done, a lot of whatever, so that we can actually have places where the name resonates, where people still remember who Abiola was. This event, mind you, is over 30 years ago.
Yes.
We, in a short while, all of our kids, my kids my daughter is she's a final year Unilag studying law. Probably she never knew who Abiola was. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to explain. Okay. Because I was wondering why they want to change my school.
Yes.
Cool down. This guy, he was killed. His wife killed. The business brought down. All of the people are. They need to see them as as those heroes of democracy.
I want to add. It's no longer being taught.
I want to add to that.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you mind if we take this? Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
You're welcome to the Polity.
Yes. It's Simon Abraham from Mina.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Yes, I discovered that you people didn't talk about my question. I am saying that I feel that this issue should just be forgiven and let's forge ahead. Because if we talk of compensation, the way you are expatiating who and who is involved now, it will be too large for it will be taking us back. But I'm thinking, if someone comes tomorrow, Tinubu himself, if he comes tomorrow and says he rigged the election after his government, can we retrieve all his benefits? That's why I'm feeling that we should just, I know that your panel is not a decision-making panel, but I'm thinking that we should always act forgiveness and let's put our past behind us. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so we just said Simon Abraham. I think that the point really is that sometimes if certain remediation, like you said before, are not carried out, some of those past will not rest. That past may not be laid to rest until certain corrective measures are done. Because, let's take this. Hello? Hello.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome. I think the volume of your TV set is too high.
Hello.
The volume of your set is too high.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's far better. Yeah.
Okay. I'm here for tonight. My name is Omoogun from Mina.
Okay.
And I want to ask questions, please, maybe if you can give me the answer regarding this issue of Babangida's concession.
Incidentally, I asked the questions here, but go ahead.
Okay, I don't know whether if I have done wrong or not for confessing to the public that what happened. I think my own understanding that he has made it to keep the peace to reign in Nigeria. And I want to ask a question. You talk about the compensation, those to Adiola and the family and what have you. Then who make that compensation? Two, is it the federal government or the IBB instead? That's my question. Thank you.
Good question.
No, it's federal government now.
Of course, it's the federal government.
It's the federal government.
It's still the federal government.
Nobody is asking anybody to pay.
Clearly.
You know, when somebody comes out in the public now and says, I killed my neighbor. I killed my neighbor yesterday.
And the children.
And the children. Right. You know? And then you say because of that, let him go since he has confessed. No, of course not. The law does not work like that.
That's the whole point.
That's the point you are making. Yes, I understand. But in this instance, what we are saying is that because of the man's age, man is old.
Yeah.
Even from his men, the way you are looking at him, man is regrets what he has done.
Yeah.
So there is no need dragging the issue. Once an old man like that can come out to say, well, we did this and we are sorry. Let Nigeria just forget it. But let's do everything that we need to do.
This was your childhood friend.
Yes. Let's just do those of them that are still in power. Let them just do what they need to do to ensure that Nigeria moves on. Not for us to go back and start flogging.
I think the best memory that we can lay with this guy is for his legacies to really be.
We've got to go.
For his legacies to be proper.
We've got to go. Time flies. It's been a very wonderful time, this edition of the Polity, and we just must go right now. I must say thank you we can't take this now. We'll need to say thank you. I'll need to say thank you to you, Ambassador. Thank you so very much for being available all the time that we call you, and for your fantastic, articulate takes. Thank you so very much, Segun Ojelade, and thank you for your very sound takes too.
Thank you.
And I want to say thank you to the production team. Every one of you, you're simply wonderful. Big up. And to Nigerians from all over the world or wherever you're watching from, I want to say thank you for being loyal to KAFTAN TV. You've heard some of you say that there is no place like KAFTAN TV, and that's the truth, even as I say bye-bye. My name remains Dayo Omoogun. Bye-bye.